Hello, everyone.
Hi, good morning.
Here we are. The month of November has like flown by. It seemed like we just did this a couple of days ago, and here we are at the end of the month, and we just made it in time for this month's expenses. So let's get right into it. This is a expense breakdown for living in Valencia for the month of November. So the first category is
Is HOA and home taxes.
now that is our yearly taxes broken down per month. And the amount for this month
Is 91 euros, which converts in $110 roughly.
okay. Now that is, you were going to mention something because we've had people ask us how
Yes,
much.
they ask about the rent. The rent where we live here, even if we own the place, would be around the same type of house, same size, which is 1,200 square feet, would be around 750 euros per month.
Yes, and don't forget that we live in a typical Spanish neighborhood, which is not in the center of town. We're about a half an hour walk away from the trendy areas of the city. So we're in Valencia, like on the outskirts, but it's just the barrio is not in the touristy area of town. So it's more like we live with the locals. Now, the next category is the home insurance. It is 16 euros for the month, about $19, and that is the top of the line, and that's average. Insurance prices are really low here. The next category is
the virtual mailbox, because we still need to receive something in the States, and whenever we receive this stuff, we need to have this mail forwarded to us here in Valencia.
And the cost is
the cost is 10 euros a month, which converts to $12.
Electricity bill this month was 65 euros, which, it's about average. We go anywhere from 60 to 65 euros usually, but this month it was 65 euros.
Then we have the water bill is 31 euros. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, and is the equivalent $37.
Yeah, we tend to use a lot of water. A lot of our friends have lower bills, but we have two dogs that we clean up after constantly. So we have two balconies to the apartment, and the back balcony is used by them exclusively. So we're constantly washing after the pee and all that stuff. And we use ourselves the front balcony for, just catching a breeze or what have you. Now, the next category is a cable package,
which includes the cell phone, the channels, the landline, and the
Netflix,
and the cable with all the channels, the packages, the sport, the series, and the cost is 124 euros, which equals to $148 more or less.
We also have a gas bill for the month, which was 36 euros. Now, that was high for us because usually it seems to have been the last few months 20 something, but this time it was 36, and it was really much higher. But I think this is what they did to everybody pretty much post-COVID. So I received the next one already, and it's already much lower for our next one. So who knows? Anyway.
Then we have the groceries, which is what mostly I take care of. I do grocery shopping because I'm very expert. I'm the one do most of the cooking, so I know what we need, and I like to get my stuff. This month was 425 because we entertain a lot, so wine, seafood, meat, and stuff. So 425 euros, which corresponds to $510 more or less. Then we have the auto insurance, 21 euros. And it's
It's
incredible.
pretty good one. Yes, I know. Top of the line. Right?
includes also the replacement of a windshield in case it would get broken, and even I think the theft of the car in case it would
pretty much everything, you know.
And it's $25 a month.
And this month we had 125 euros for dining out. We went probably, I think, to like 2 or 3 restaurants for dinner. And then I usually meet up with my girlfriends for margarita lunches. And so this month was 125 euros.
It should be margarita, no entertainment dining out. Mostly margarita.
Okay, what can I say? I love my margaritas, okay?
Should be mostly for margarita.
I know, it's like out of that bill, maybe like $15 for actual food and $115 for the margaritas
if
themselves.
They never invented a cocktail, we would be rich, really. We would be rich.
Oh, shush. Yeah. Okay, the next one. Moving on. The next one is the gym, right?
Yeah, we paid the last time till end of November because I don't feel safe in that environment. And I read, gym is part of my life. I've been working out since 1996. But I read that is one of the most dangerous places for COVID. And even if wouldn't be that, there is too much to do to work out, like disinfect every single machine and make sure that the others did the same. Is really, we took a break and until at least the vaccine will be out, and
Yeah. So
the 53 euros a month corresponded to $63 for the both of us.
And so, this will be the last month, like you said, that will be on the bill for the month. The next one is the health insurance and the co-pays for the doctor's office visits, and it was
118 euros. Which corresponds to $141.
And that amount was, we pay $78.77, I think, for our copay, for our monthly bill for that. But the excess was doctor's office visits, which is anywhere from 12 euros to 15 or 20, depending on what doctors I see. And so I had the last set of appointments for me post my surgeries for the cataracts for both eyes, but I'm done with that now. And I'm also done with the drops, which the pharmacy amount
is 89 euros,
which
corresponds to $107.
Yeah, because now there are no more, I don't use the drops anymore. I may, just get a maintenance dose of the lubricant eye drops, which I was using before anyway, pre-surgery. But now every once in a while, the eyes get dry and I have to use it. But I expect that will keep going down because my normal medication amount is 16 euros and change. And sometimes when we get pills for the dogs, then it's another 66 euros, but that's every 5 to 6 months. Now, this next section is where we had a little deviation from the prior months because we had an oversight. We had unpaid taxes because we forgot that there was a car tax that you have to pay every year, like a road tax kind of thing. And so I had totally forgotten about it because once you do pay, supposedly every year, they just take the amount out of your bank account and you don't even know. And it's like between 60 and 70 euros a year. So we paid the first year and I just assumed that they had been taking it out every year, but they hadn't. And so somebody mentioned it on one of my groups, like, oh, did you get your bill this year? And I'm like, no. So I went to check and then, we realized that we hadn't paid it for like 3 years. So the amount plus the interest accrued was 318 euros. So that is, something that is a little higher because it was a bunch of years together, but every year it will be about 60 to 70
Yes.
euros because of the year of the car and all that stuff. So that was the weird thing. And then we just had a couple of Amazon
delivery.
Yeah.
26 euros, which is $31.
Yes. So that was it for the month. The grand total was ta-da, do 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 do,
1,548.
which is $1,851 dollars in total for the month. Now remember, like he said, for the kind of apartment that we're in, which is 1,200 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, 2 balconies in the city, it will run you about 750 to 800 euros. If you're in Rusafa, which is like the trendy neighborhood, which is about 10 minutes walk from here, you would be paying like 950 to 1,200. And if you go further and you're in the old center, in the Carmen neighborhood where all the expats tend to flock and live in, you will be paying about 1,400. Now, if you look past, the past videos, there was a video recently that we did about our walk in the downtown area of the city, which is Carmen. And you can see how there's very few people about because it's an expat area and all the people that work there, all the stores are kind of shut. Whereas, our neighborhood, you wake up in the morning and everybody's going to school, they're going to work, we can't find parking. So it's more of a typical neighborhood where things are still going on. The price reflects that. So if you're thinking of how much it's going to cost you, don't forget to add the cost of the rent to the total. And that is it for this month. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you next month.
Bye.